Okay, hello everybody. As Dominica just mentioned, I am Ruby Oatman. I work for Associated General Contractors of Alaska. For anyone unfamiliar with AGC, our mission is to educate, advocate, and promote Alaska's construction industry. So I work closely with Nicole, with Alaska Works, and Suzanne with the laborers, as well as all the other training centers. One of the biggest differences is I work for the employer side. So the AGC membership is made up of over 600 different general contractors, specialty contractors, and support services. And our membership has been experiencing extreme workforce shortages. So in response to that, they developed my position, the Training and Workforce Development Director. We've also created and launched our We Build Alaska campaign, which is what I'm going to talk to you guys about. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully everybody can see my screen now.
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
So this is WeBuildAlaska.com. And our goal with We Build Alaska is to attract, activate, and engage the next generation of construction workers in Alaska. So it's really just a website promoting the industry and trying to provide easy ways to access trainings to get into the industry. It's specific to construction. But there's all kinds of great resources on this website. Here's our homepage, and I thought I'd kick off by showing you guys a little video. I went back and forth on if I should show this video or not, because there's a couple of things that need to get updated. Couple of the wage things need to get updated that we're working on. So Suzanne and Nicole, I'm aware of that. But it's still just a generally good video and still has great content. So I'm going to play that really fast. You guys hear? You guys hear?
No, we don't hear. Yes.
So that's just one of the many videos and resources we have on the page, and we're continuing to make new videos. We have several that we are working on producing now, just trying to provide different resources to kind of help kids visualize what the different jobs are within the industry, and just get their minds thinking towards potentially a career in construction. And then there's just a lot of other good data and information on the home page. And then coming back up to the top, the next section we have is the career paths. And our website is very much focused on the trades right now because that is where the hugest shortages are. We do have plans of expanding eventually to promote some of like the project management positions and construction management positions, but right now we're completely focused on the trades. So here are the different trades that we discuss, and we'll go ahead and check out the laborers. So if you click on the career cards, and it takes you inside to get a little description about what that job position entails, provides some of the minimum requirements. If you click here, learn more, then it takes you to Alaska Works awesome wage brochure that, as Nicole has mentioned, is always changing. So it's very convenient that we can just link to Alaska Works for that information. And then at the bottom of each career, you can find the different training options that are available within Alaska. And then some of them have short little videos that are specific to that trade or craft as well. And so, yeah, there's just a lot of great resources and information in there, and information on where you can get trained. And then for the Find a Job section, as I mentioned, we have a membership of over 600 contractors. And so we don't have a job board because that's a whole nother thing, but we've created this form where people can submit their information if they're interested in looking for a job. And then I get that information and I can push that information out en masse to all 600 company members within AGC and connect people with job opportunities. Additionally, we have a couple other job links that contractors utilize often to find their workforce. And so going back up here, this is a new page that we've developed. We developed an educator page where educators can come in and they can put their information in and they can make industry requests. We've been helping Anchorage School District with their whole transition to the academies model. We've been very involved with that, and this was kind of a result of that to try to help streamline requests for industry presentations or teacher externships or teacher job shadowing opportunities or class job site visits. And this is just a great place that you can come and put in your information, put in your requests. And if you don't have any requests, it's still great to put your information in there, because then we can add you to our email list and you can stay updated with different opportunities. We're always promoting whatever apprenticeship program is open and wants to utilize our platform. They send us information about an open apprenticeship intake period, and we push that out to everybody en masse. So it's a great resource and it's a great way to stay connected. So that's kind of the quick overview of WeBuildAlaska's website. In addition to WeBuildAlaska website, we also are very active on social media, and we create 2 to 3 posts a week. And again, they're often posts providing opportunities, upcoming apprenticeship opportunities, or different free trainings through Alaska Works Partnership. And so I'm actually just going to go ahead in the chat and put a bunch of different resources. That one of the resources are all our different handles for our social media sites. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So I guess, is there any questions about the website or anything before I move on? Just a couple other things I wanted to mention. I also wanted to mention that we've been working very closely with the University of Alaska, and we've helped huge accomplishment. We just helped get all of the 3 universities, UAS, UAA, and UAF. We helped get all 3 of their construction management programs aligned. So a year ago, if you were to start a construction management program at UAF and try to transfer to UAA, all your credits wouldn't transfer and you'd have to retake a bunch of classes. And so we've streamlined that, and we feel very excited and proud to have helped partner with the university and make that happen. We're also working on trying to help streamline opportunities for individuals that have, say, a lot of field experience and they're, skilled trade, but they've been, in the industry for a long time. Their body's kind of wearing out. They want to get into a management role, but they need a construction management degree. They're not necessarily the kind of person that would just go right to college. So like trying to create sustainable pathways for, offering credits for experience and kind of streamlining that process. So we're in still working on developing that, but that's an exciting thing to come. And then I just also wanted to mention a couple other things about AGC. So this is our AGC website, agcac.org. And on this website, there's a couple of things I just wanted to show everyone. One thing is we offer an annual scholarship. This year we have $40,000 that we're going to be giving out, which is $20,000 more than last year, because our membership is so committed to trying to help empower people to get into the industry. So our scholarship application will open in January. And that link I put in the chat, but it's also on our website under industry resources. You can go there, but it'll show you last year's application. If you try to access the application, it won't let you. But in January, it will be available. Then the other thing is that I wanted to show everybody is we have our membership directory. And I know somebody was asking earlier about getting in contact with employers in different areas. This is a great resource. We have members all over the state. So if you're looking, if you have a student or you have somebody that is interested in, you know, seeing what it's like to be an electrician and maybe doing some kind of an internship with an electrician company, then this is a great resource to go to this website and try to find a contractor that is in your area. And if you need any assistance with that, I would be happy to help with that as well. And then another exciting thing that we're doing at AGC is we are in the final stages of producing. We've created a contractor playbook for getting into classrooms and connecting with schools, trying to just help contractors figure out how to make that initial contact with education entities and help support their construction education programs, or if they don't have a construction education program, helping to kind of develop one in that area. And then lastly, the other thing that I'm really excited that we have been working in partnership with Anchorage School District on is to reinvigorate the Skills USA competitions in Alaska. And Keith Hodson, I believe, is on. And he is actually the state director, but we have a Skills USA competitions that's going to be coming out March 26th, 27th, and 28th. This year it's going to be in Anchorage. Last year we had kind of a tighter timeline as far as relaunching it. So before last year, it'd been like 6 years since Skills USA was in Alaska. Last year we got it going and we were successful in that. This year we're excited to have more planning time and have more participation. So I know like Star and Copper River, I'd love to have some of the rural school districts participate. So if anybody has any questions about that or wants to get involved with that, feel free to reach out to me. Keith, did you want to say anything about this?
Yeah, thanks for the plug. We are bringing the competition back to Anchorage this year, and the idea is that we're going to flip-flop it every other year from Fairbanks to Anchorage. We're going to be doing it in King Tech and UAA, and we are still looking for volunteers to be judges that day. We're looking for people to run food. We're looking for people to sponsor and even be transportation. So if you are willing to be involved at all, please email me. My email is on the site, but and I'll put it in the chat line as well. But this is the answer for work-based learning. So please get involved. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Keith. And with that kind of wraps up my presentation. Is there any questions?
Thank you so much, Ruby, for Skills USA. That's the link you provided. Yes, skillsalaska.com.
Yeah.
And over there, the tab National Convention 2024. Is that the one? Nope.
Oh, I should have mentioned that. I'm glad you pointed that out. So we are working on developing this. Honestly, Keith has been doing so much on his own, including managing the website. So we are working on updating that. It's actually 2025 info is the info that's in there. We just need to update the top tabs to say 2024, which will be done hopefully within the next couple of days.
Yes, there is State Convention 2025. Okay, and we have the Keith's yes, his email is there on the site. Thank you. And so for volunteers for this event, do we need to have any background in that particular trade or the field?
If you're helping to judge one of the competitions, possibly, but every competition has its own rubric. And then we are looking for just general volunteers to help run the contest. So if you're willing to run food out to participants that day, or basically anything, we're going to need a lot of people for 3 days competition.
Sweet, thank you. And Skills USA is a part of CTSO, right? Career Technical Education Student Organizations. And we'll hear more about that on Thursday from Dr. Bjorn Walter with Alaska Department of Education, CTE. So please make sure to come back on Thursday to find out more, learn more about this particular organization, as well as some other organizations within that framework. So thank you.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a pivot from WeBuild Alaska, but I just want to make sure to give a shout out, and I figured this was a great audience to make sure everybody's aware that it is back and running in Alaska.
Sweet, that's exciting. Thank you so much, Ruby. So many exciting things, or things to be excited about. I appreciate your time today. I am looking at the website to so with educators, calling all educators. I see it's the school is a requirement, so it is geared towards educators hired by or whose employment is a school, right? It's not educators in a more broad term, since the school is a requirement.
Well, and I mean, honestly, it could be, I mean, if you're a homeschool parent, or you're a higher education teacher, you teach at college, like definitely you can still put in your information. And another option, if you're not an educator, but you want to stay connected, if like on the career paths page, and actually every page, there's a, place to sign up, just put your name and your email and you'll just be added to the general email list. If you're an educator, you'll also get those general emails, but then we're going to target you with more educator specific stuff. And I should also mention that this is a new, I said that this was a new addition to the website, but like the whole email subscription is also a new feature. So we are working out some kinks. If you have any issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. But our vision is to have, at least 2-3 emails a month that kind of just promote the different opportunities and connections within the industry.
Thank you. We have a question from Nick. If you have access to the chat box, if not, I can read it out loud.
Oh yeah, Nick, great question. So this question is on rural trainees seeking to travel into Anchorage or Fairbanks to participate. Is there lodging available? And I'm really excited that you asked that question, because that is definitely something that we are working on. We really do want to target the rural communities. Like a lot of these projects are going to be in rural locations, and being from a rural location myself, I know that like those are going to be some of the best workers that you can have on those projects. And there's not a great streamlined process in place that I've identified, at least, for connecting them and getting them into town for training. So that is something I'm continuing to work on. I haven't had anybody really like request to do that, to come into training. So I would love to help if anybody does have an individual that is seeking training and looking for different opportunities to come to Anchorage or Fairbanks or different assistance. I'd love to work with you and help work through that process, and also be able to help other people from what we learn together. So I guess long story short, I would love for you to reach out to me and we could talk more specifically about it. And I know that there's resources and opportunities out there to help those individuals out. Awesome, Wiley. I would love to work with you too. Let's connect. I'll go ahead and put my information in the chat again. It's like some people might have missed it. Hopefully you can see it now, Wiley. And Ricky, yes, like that would be an option, maybe more for high school students to sleep on the floors, but kind of envisioning these individuals coming from rural locations and participating in an apprenticeship program, we would want to create a more sustainable lodging situation. There are some apprenticeship programs like the laborers that have a beautiful facility and they have dorms. And that's like, you know, they already kind of have a setup for rural people to come in. But then there's other training programs like the IBW where they don't have a place for the students to stay and they would need to get lodging. And then also there's the, you know, the PPE and work boots and costs for those initial, the initial equipment that you need to get into the training. And that's what I'm thinking that maybe was being asked before, that I know that there's resources out there. I just need to work through the process with somebody. So anybody that wants to start that, I would be happy to partner.
So Ruby, going back to your AGC scholarship very quickly, you said the application process will open up in January, yes?
Yep, it will open up in January. It'll close March 31st at midnight. And we will announce the winners before or by May 1st. Like I said, we have $20,000 more to give away. And the other thing that's really exciting this year is most of our scholarships traditionally have gone towards higher education, college pathways. Well, we're expanding our scholarship now to have half that money go towards people entering the trades. And so that will help pay for some of those like travel costs and initial equipment costs as well. So I don't know, Dominique, if you have a great way to contact everybody, but I would be happy to send the scholarship information to you again when it's open and you could share it out with everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We can certainly accommodate that.
Cool.
Well, outstanding. I'm multitasking here, trying to see if there's any other questions. Let's see. Okay, people are sharing. Appreciate that as well.
Yeah, that's cool, Ricky. It's a great idea.
But that's wonderful to hear. That is the scholarship is in for collegiate courses and career training courses. That's definitely big plus.
Yeah, it is. And I just want to mention again, like this, I work for the employers. This money is coming from the employers. That is like how much they are vested in helping get the workforce that we need. And we are so short of for these projects. So a great time to join the industry. It is definitely the employees market right now.
Perfect. Well, thank you. We have the recording. It will be posted on our YouTube channel. But please spread the word about these amazing opportunities. And Ruby, I thank you so much for all this information and exciting updates. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominique. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. But please